Hello, everyone. My name is Jacob Fortin. I'm the host of this podcast, Doers Within Emerging Markets. And I just want to share my experience with using Anchor so far. When the pandemic started, I thought about starting a podcast, and the whole idea was to bring in some really amazing folks that are doing some great work in their respective industries within the emerging markets. And the Anchor platform really helped me get the word out there and also just make it a lot easier for me to invite the guest and just share the amazing experiences they've had and the amazing work they're doing in their respective industries within the emerging markets. So it's pretty fun. You don't even worry about the technical part of making a podcast. You actually just focus more on the content. And Anchor has done it really well for me. So I will highly encourage anybody who is trying to start a podcast to try to use just check out Anchor, and I think you won't regret it. I'm not a technical person, but if you listen to these episodes that I've been publishing so far, it seems like I know what the technical part of it, but Anchor helps you take care of the technical part, and you just focus on the content. So feel free to check it out. I highly encourage you. Won't regret it, and it's right there. You don't pay anything, so. In times like this, I think starting a podcast and getting the word out there, irrespective of what you're doing, will be a really great experience. So thank you guys for listening to my episodes. Please check out Anchor, and you will have a great time. So cheers, guys, and see you guys next episode. Thanks.
And the biggest, strongest guys and the weakest, oldest men could feel very comfortable and respected. And respectful of each other in that environment. Wouldn't that be a cool place?
Yeah.
So I said, let's build a gym that is more about community than it is about muscles. And it is a remarkable cultural phenomenon. Taught me a lot about business models. The great business models that can grow are cultures. They're communities. They're not a series of transactions. They're people engaging. And when you think about an ecosystem or a community, you think about the interrelationships. You don't think of one-offs. And too often in business, we talk about market demand being the decision of one person on one transaction instead of a community understanding and a cultural belief that can grow and become big and bigger than that transaction would indicate. So they did things like, if you go into a Planet Fitness, there's a bell you can ring. And if somebody's grunting, it's the lunkhead bell. You ring the bell and an alarm goes off and it says lunkhead, lunkhead. Now, almost nobody ever rings that anymore because people have built a community where you don't do that kind of stuff, that you are respectful. And, from the oldest ladies who are very nice, sir, would you like to use this machine now? There's this sort of culture of no judgment. It's just fantastic. That also, created a business model that was more self-organizing and self-managed. So in Babson terms, the labor costs went way down. You didn't have to manage those interactions as acutely, and they happened so socially that they were uplifting, that the